Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about Christopher Yoss's run on New Warriors, and we're going to cover issues 5 and 6. So in the previous story arc, the New Warriors had defeated the High Evolutionary, and now they're sort of stuck in Mount Wundagore, and they're dealing with this endless amount of booby traps. And the team has sort of split up. Like half the team is dealing with all the dangers within High Evolutionary's base, while the other half of the team has gone down the mountain and they're checking out the surrounding communities if they're having to deal with anything relative to any monsters or stuff like that tied to the High Evolutionary. Now, this particular story arc, which is 2 issues long, it's okay. It revolves around the fact that the New Warriors are going to have to deal with the Darkhold, who's going to possess one of the members. But we get some really cool character moments. Yoss knows how to work with each one of the members of the team. So the characters that stayed behind in Mount Wundagore battling against all these death robots are Scarlet Spider-Man, Water Snake, and Justice, where they discover after a brief little scuffle that 2 of High Evolutionary's Animim are still alive. And the New Warriors are completely surprised because supposedly the High Evolutionary had killed all of them. One is a cat person and the other one is a dog person. Now, the interesting thing with these 2 characters that I can't remember their names specifically, but they sort of become like backup members to the team. And the dog person, for some reason in these issues, he's like a hound or a beagle. And then in the next story arc, he's going to be a German Shepherd. But continuity aside, one of the 2 seems to be in cahoots with Chthon, but that's never really fleshed out outside of this brief little situation that we're going to have with the Darkhold in this story arc. So, amongst the members of the New Warriors that are in Mount Wundagore, first we have the situation that Justice totally thinks that Water Snake is named Marita. And this really drives Water Snake up the wall. She's really pissed off. Water Snake really reminds me of a old school Avenger from the 90s, Deathcry. In this case, Justice totally thinks that Water Snake is named Marita, but she has been brainwashed or has amnesia. And another interesting thing that we get to see here is the fact that Scarlet Spider-Man, Kane, doesn't have a spider sense. I had no idea. That cat person that I mentioned earlier really catches Scarlet Spider-Man with his guard down and slashes him up pretty badly. So while all this was going down, the rest of the team reached this small little town, and they totally think that the locals are in peril over this whole situation with the High Evolutionary. But they discover pretty quickly that the people there are sort of used to all this crazy stuff, and they just don't give a shit. So they go to this tavern to blow off some steam. So we have Hummingbird, Speedball, Hayachi, and Sungirl. Now here we get a really cool scene where we have Hummingbird, who is a telepath and an empath. The thing is that when she looks at Speedball, she realizes that he's not okay, that he's just repressing his penance personality, that the Speedball identity is just a facade and this guy's going to crack at any moment. It's such a cool setup that we never get to see developed in this series. That's just another plot line that's sort of left there. So the whole team meets up back in Mount Wundagore, and they discover, thanks to the Animan, that they can travel to any place in the globe. So they tell the dog Animan, hey, can you take us back to New York City? He's like, yeah, no problem. So the thing is, they teleport back to New York City, but with Mount Wundagore itself too. So now we have the whole city of New York in utter pandemonium because this mountain just popped out of nowhere. The Avengers jump into action. They are the first ones to confront the New Warriors over the situation. So what happens is the Avengers are giving the New Warriors all kinds of grief over the situation. And here we even get a situation with Speedball that he's not taking it too well, that they're being scolded by the Avengers. Even one of the Avengers mentions Stanford, that whole situation that led to the death of the New Warriors, or the members of the New Warriors during that time, and sparked the superhero civil war. That almost killed Speedball, and Speedball almost cracks at that moment. Speedball is about to break and start attacking the Avengers when the conversation just sort of goes in a different direction. And the Avengers tell the New Warriors, look, we trust that you're going to be able to resolve the situation. While all this is going down, Water Snake was having like these terrible visions. She finds a torn page of a book on the floor, and when she picks it up, she's actually possessed by the Darkhold and by Chthon. She starts attacking Thor, and obviously the New Warriors don't understand what's going on, and they jump in to help their teammate. All hell breaks loose, but what happens is Hummingbird realizes that Water Snake is being possessed. And I don't know too much about this character, but she seems to be like this avatar to a god. And she's powerful enough to purge Chthon from her mind. Hummingbird totally saves the day. and is able to smooth things out with the Avengers explaining what had gone down. So we're going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.